Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeward Studio. Today I have a couple more Valentine DIYs I'd like to share with you. My first DIY is a centerpiece or a table topper, and if you like gnomes, stick around because you're going to love this little cutie drinking her coffee. So what are we waiting for? Let's craft. Here's the first piece. This is a centerpiece or a table topper, and here are some items you're going to need. I have this tin from the Dollar Tree, and I have these picks from last year from the Dollar Tree. I think they're just like grass. And these I got from Temu, but I know you can get them from various stores, and I think the Dollar Tree has those. They're eucalyptus. I have the hearts from Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree was out of moss, so I had to buy it from like Michael's or something, and I have that foam. I also have 3 packages you're going to need of these flowers if you're going to make this piece. And I was going to write a word on it, but I decided not to, so I didn't use those. I did use pearls. I did use a little wooden heart. Those are all from the Dollar Tree. I did not use those, the jewels. And here is some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. So I took the tin, and these felt flowers are 2 different sizes. So I just put a large one, hot glued it on, and then a small one next to it. And I did that all the way around this tin. Okay, I put the foam in there. I didn't show you. I popped it in there to make sure it fit, and it stuck. So that's what happened, but it's okay. It's all good. Won't come out. Didn't hot glue it, but it won't come out. So I just took the grass pieces, and I think I have 3 of them, and I just stuck them right down in the middle. And hey, if you are a subscriber, thank you once again. My channel's growing, and it's because of you. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. And if you're not, consider subscribing. If you like DIYs that are simple, easy to find pieces, a lot of Dollar Tree items, thrift flips and whatnot, consider subscribing because that's what I do on this channel. Anyway, now after I put in all the picks, and I put some heart picks in there, the eucalyptus around the perimeter, and I stuffed in some Spanish moss so you can't see, the styrofoam in the bottom there. Now I'm just taking these pearls and I'm just gluing them right smack in the middle of every other flower. Mine are in the smaller, around the smaller flowers, or glued into the smaller flowers. And then I'm just taking this lace and I'm gluing it around the bottom. See, this is so easy. It took me about 4 minutes to film it. It took me probably even less to make it. So if you're wanting a little centerpiece or, something to put on a small table or something, this is it. This is your project. And then I just glued a little heart on there, and this is what it looks like on my buffet next to my candle. And here is the next project. This is perhaps one of my favorite gnomes ever. It's kind of like a Pippi Longstockings gnome. But anyway, here's the things you're going to need. I have these socks from the Dollar Tree. They're kind of like a gray and a cream color. Now you can use just a regular cream color sock, but those were leg warmers. I got them from a local Dollar Tree. You'll need some red yarn and some red pipe cleaners, just 2 pipe cleaners. I have these little plastic booties from the Dollar Tree. They come in like a 6-pack, I believe. They come in pink and blue. It doesn't matter what color because we're going to cover them up. And I have those little felt hearts, and I have these little stick-on hearts, all from the Dollar Tree. I have some polyfill and some rocks, and actually my polyfill is just old pillow stuffing. I have a bead for the nose and bead for the hands. And I have this little cup from a place set from the Dollar Tree. And I have some red ribbon. And some red felt, also from the Dollar Tree. I did not use that red and gray sock that's sitting on top there. So I've made a million gnomes, and so I'm going to just go through this really fast. You dump about a third a cup of rocks, and I just kind of go by weight and fill. And if I kind of bounce it on the table, and if it stands up, then I know it's ready. Then I take a bunch of polyfill, pillow stuffing, whatever you have, and I just stuff it as full as I want it to be. So there's no right or wrong. Just keep on stuffing it until you get it the way that you like it. And then when you get it as full as you like it, I just took a piece of yarn and tied it off. You won't see this yarn at all. And then I cut that top piece off, save that because we're going to use that for the arms in a little bit. And then I put a big glob of hot glue down in there to keep it together. Now I have this pair of leg warmers. I only used one, but like I said, you could even use a white sock. I had these from, like I said, a local dollar store around here, and I've had them for a while, so I kind of wanted to use it. That's going to be the gnome's hat, so I just put it on top. Made sure I lined up with the reinforced toe of the sock. You want to know where the front of the gnome is. Then I took these pipe cleaners, the red ones. I only needed 2 of them. I thought I was going to need 4, but I only need 2 because this is going to be the gnome's hair. And so I cut them in half, and then I took 2 of them and twisted them around each other. And now I'm going to take this red yarn, and I'm going to cut a bunch of pieces that are longer by 2 inches than the pipe cleaner, because we're going to braid these. So I have 2 sets of 3. So now I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and I'm going to put it just right in the middle of one of the pieces of yarn. Not one, there's 3 in each group, I guess. Now I'm going to even them up on top, and I'm going to braid them. So the pipe cleaner is just going to get in the way, and I goofed up, so that pipe cleaner popped out. So take 2, that's what I was saying. Anyway, what I did was, to prevent it from popping out and coming apart, is I tied a knot on the top, and then I put them closer together, and then I taped it, and now I'm able to braid it. So the pipe cleaner just gets in the way. And I braided these kind of tight. And then when I'm done, I just tied a double knot at the bottom. And I did that 2 times. And now I'm clipping off the ends. Not really close to the end, but you know, pretty close. You can see on the screen there, because that's going to be the bottom of her hair. Now we're going to make the little shoes, and I cut a square of this felt out. I cut 2 of them actually. And you're going to want it to be big enough where you pull it up in the front and up in the back and stuff it in the shoe. In here, front first, and then the back, and then the side, and then the side. And I try to get that gathered in there really tight. And if it's bulky, that's good, because it's going to stick in there better. And then I put like a ton of hot glue in there, and I did it to both of those. Put those aside. It's going to take a little while for those to dry. And now I just took that sock and cut off the edge to make it all even, and then I folded it in half. So now we have 2 squares. These are the arms. So I folded them in half, folded one up and then one down, pushed them together, and then hot glued them and then clipped them. So up and then up, or you just fold, one into the middle, I guess is what I'm saying. And then hot glue and clip. So now we're going to work on the gnome's body. And I made sure I knew where that reinforced toe was, and because this is a female gnome, I wanted it to look like she had like a dress on, kind of. So I took this ribbon from the Dollar Tree and I just ran it around the top part here. So that won't be part of the hat, so the nose will kind of sit on that part, and you'll see in a minute. And then I did the same thing to the bottom. I just ran a piece around the end, kind of like that's the bottom or the edge of the dress. Because the male gnomes, the beard always goes over the front. And the female gnomes, especially when you're braiding their hair or putting them in ponytails, you have to make it look like the front is their clothing. And now I'm taking, sorry it's a little out of screen there, or a lot out of screen there for a second. I'm taking the extra ribbon that I have and I'm just putting it around the hand so it's like a little cuff. So it all matches. Kind of like this is a sweater dress. It's all one piece. And I try to make it so that the edge of the ribbon is the edge of the hand, is glued on the edge of the arm too. So now I take and find the center of that, and then I take the little wood bead and I put it in sideways so the holes are sideways, and then I tuck it way down in there. Now you could cut out little itty bitty mittens out of the red felt if you wanted to. I've done stuff like that before too, but in this case I wanted hands because she's going to hold a cup of coffee. So now I take the hat, put it back on, and then I pull it all the way down in the back, all the way down to the ribbon, and then I hot glue it. But don't hot glue it anywhere else. I didn't really like the wood bead for the nose, so now I'm going to make one. I've made them a ton on my videos before, but I'm going to show you real quick. Take some polyfill or pillow stuffing, take a nylon, half of the nylon, cut off the top or the bottom, the reinforced toe, so you have two open ends. I take and I put a knot at one end, I roll that polyfill, I put the polyfill in there, and then I make sure I like how, the size of the nose, and then I tie the other end, and then I tie both of them together. And then don't clip it all off, the extra, just a little bit, because we need that to adhere onto the sock. So I put the glue on the sock and then the nose in, and then I put the hat over the nose. So still we did not glue the hat down all the way, just in the back. So now I'm going to put the hair in, and then the seam on that arm goes toward the body on both sides, and the hair would go in front of the arm. And then I'm making sure that the hands are long enough to hold that coffee cup, so I pulled them down a little bit. And same thing on the other side, I'm just gluing the hair in. And now I'm twisting it up, kind of like Pippi Longstockings. You guys remember Pippi Longstockings? If you're young, you might not. But if you're older, you probably do. So now I just glued the entire hat down, and the braids in, and the arms, and the whole thing. And then I take this little coffee cup here, and I put the little sticker heart on there. And then I took a little bit of that polyfill to make it look like it's steamy. And this doesn't even have to be a cup of coffee. Maybe it's a cup of hot cocoa. but I put it in there to make it look like steam. And I thought the hat was too long, so I clipped a bunch of it off. And it seemed a little wonky, so I threw a little bit of polyfill in there because I didn't like how floppy it was. And then the polyfill also kind of hid the red that you could see through the hat, the top of the braid. So I kind of put the polyfill in front of the braid inside the hat. And then I just tied this quick around the hat. And now you could put, I'm showing you, you could put a rose on top. I thought that looked kind of cool, but I didn't. I decided to leave it plain and then put some ribbon around the top of the hat. Or not the top, the bottom. And then I wanted to make sure that I started in the back and then ended it in the back. And then I took these little felt pieces and I just stuck them right onto the hat. I think I put just 3 hearts on them. And these hearts, felt hearts, came in 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. And I took a large one and I put it on her back. And then I put 2 in the front, kind of like they were buttons, but then the coffee cup kind of hides them a little bit. So I glued one hand on, and then you have to hold it for a while. And then I glued the other hand on. You gotta hold that because it takes a while. And now she's gonna sit. And so I glued those shoes on like she's sitting, and there she is. Thank you once again for watching Homeridge Studio. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a very blessed week, and I will see you very soon. I'm not done doing Valentine's Day projects. I have probably about 4 more, not 4 more videos, 4 more projects. So I will see you very soon. Bye.